What's up, YouTube? Everybody around the world, what's going on? It's your boy Mega Sonny Z here. How you doing? Well, Mega Sonny Ball Z. How you doing? How you been? Hope y'all doing okay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to y'all. Uh, so far, 2026 is going fantastically horrible. Fantastically horrible. New Year's, we end up capturing a dictator. Uh, some odd days later, we have other things happening, plus a threat from the president on um, on the world about next dictators who going against America for the oil company to come in to take the oil. That's basically what it is. Just the oil company just stealing oil. Then, uh, then a few days later, we had a ICE agent killing Nicole Good, a 37-year-old white woman up in Minneapolis, because Trump sent the ICE goons, the secret police, to take over and run Minneapolis. And 37-year-old Nicole Good, woman, mother of a single child, one child. Um, I would not say all the other things what they said about her being a lesbian or and her leaving from a another marriage or leaving the marriage to be a woman. I can't say that's true or not. To be frankly honest, that's not my business. That's not my forte. That's her personal life. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's something that we don't even need to know about at all. Y'all slandered a innocent woman who was using her fucking rights as an American citizen. Now, I understand. I understand y'all don't care about us, brown and black people. Y'all don't care about us. Y'all don't care about the Somalians. I finally got the name right, so sorry for the last video if that was up here or on Facebook. I kind of forgot. I know it was here. Um, like I said, to the Somalians, you don't like Somalians, you don't like black African Americans, you don't like Spanish people, any Spanish speaking people, but you import white South Africans and let Russia, roll out a red carpet for Putin to come in and just you dance for him um in Alaska before it got internally dark now. Um like internally dark because daylight saving time, Earth tilts and stuff. So for I think like 6 months or so, that part of Alaska is actually dark. It's a certain part of Alaska. Anyway, beside the point. You disgrace the woman. You call her a terrorist. All that stuff. And going back to what I was saying about if we do this type of stuff, we already know y'all don't care. Y'all, the president don't give a fuck about us, and you go ahead and kill us off or unalive us if you're using censorship. Um, excuse me. I already know that. But for a white woman though, who probably did vote for you, who probably didn't vote for you, but she was a American white citizen. American. There've been more killings of ICE in the last couple of days that nobody talked about because it's been covered up by something else coming bigger coming out. There's so much stuff coming out. It's hard to take in what's going on because everything is happening all over the world, all over the country, and shit's crazy. I don't like this at all. Oh, let me finish off the story. So, everybody saw it, everybody seen it, everybody know what's going on. Then, Trump, Christy known, and then makeup artists always want to be beautiful, or maybe it's Maybelline. JD Vance, you know what I'm saying, all speaking ill on the woman. Trump and cosplaying Christy known want to call her a terrorist because she was attacking a fellow officer, and that shit's kind of fucked up because one, again, we all seen the video, we all know what happened. Yes, she screamed at the officer. No, she did not use no force or anything like that on the officer. She did not threaten no officer with no vehicle at all. She didn't do nothing wrong at all besides using her her God-given right, her First Amendment, freedom of speech. And they silenced her because she using her freedom of speech and running away. You literally saw her in the video backing up, cutting the wheel. You see the tires cutting to the right, pulling off. Wasn't even trying to attack the fucking officer in front of her. But you want to fire off a shot. Then you want to shoot her in the fucking face. I heard 3 bullets. I thought it was 2. Everybody says 3. I rewatched the video again recently. It's 3. And then you let her run into a car. Airbags exploded. She dies on the scene. Well, dying on the scene. While y'all blocking that stuff off. A medical physician who was a doctor was trying to save her fucking life. Y'all ICE agents refused for that doctor to go save her fucking life so she could be here. If not that in critical condition, but still stable, still alive. You know what I'm saying? An innocent woman just died. That means a 6-year-old child, don't know it's a girl or boy, will not see their mother ever again. 6 years old. That's how they're taking folks away. I already know they're taking folks away from each other by, taking Mexicans and all Latinos away from each other from their families. If not that, gather them all up and send them back where they came, or countries they don't even belong to, or countries that they family came from, and they don't know a shit about that, or a country they didn't been back to since they was fucking 2 years old, or 6, or 5, or a baby, or 1. Y'all sending these folks back to countries they don't have no more ties to. They know the history, they know the culture, they don't know the ties to it. They know the ties here, because they found down, they buckled down here. Y'all just uprooting all these motherfucking citizens and send them off, or killing them. Going down to fucking countries and taking fucking presidents. At the same time, you pardon a president that literally was convicted and also turned back around, showing him delivering tons of cocaine to America. You pardon him though, but taking the president of Venezuela. Yeah, he's a dictator. Yeah, he stole the election down there, but that's not our business. We should not be part of that. That's between them, not us. We should not take care of that. I know why. Netanyahu bombing Netanyahu over there in Israel, telling the president, hey, do this shit, or else I'll pull everything away from you. I expose everything. Maybe, I don't know, speculation. I might be right. I might be wrong. I don't know. Just speculate. But it just feels like that. And if it is, it's bloody funny to be frankly honest. All the It's crazy. Oh, and then JD, maybe Maybelline, Vance over here, who trying to be a extra for My Chemical Romance. And don't get me wrong, I love My Chemical Romance. It's not throwing shade at them because back in the day you used to wear eyeliner, so that's what he's doing, wearing eyeliner. Anyway, JD Vance, who wants to try to be a backup singer for My Chemical Romance and the early days of Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy, bust out Noah and saying, in a conference that, hey, what happened yesterday was justifiable. The protesting they did is unjustifiable. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. The key fucking thing that I want everybody to mind and take part of. He said he want the ICE agents to go door to door and checking citizens for IDs. No, I did not start on that. I know I have a speech impairment. I know I stutter a lot. Y'all kind of know and seen that I do stutter, but that time I did not stutter at all. No. This dude literally want to pull the same thing as what almost 200 years ago. Probably even longer than that. Probably not even 200 years. No, yeah. No, 220. I think the Holocaust, I think it was the 220 years, 222, 220, 200 years. Somewhere there. It's more than 100 years, I know that much. So he wanted to pull the same thing that what did back in the war days, WW2 days. JD Vance want his ICE agents to come in, go home to home, door to door, building to building, work to work, person to person, car to car, to make sure you are a U.S. citizen. It's already weird and strange that our state IDs and licenses, driver's licenses, have a star in the corner. I know Tennessee got it. I don't know about anybody else. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section. Did y'all got pushed to do that, smart thing? The real ID. Yes, the real ID. The real ID now with a star That looks something totally fucking familiar. Years back during the Anne Frank days when they had to have Star David to see who's a Jew and who's not. This has looked like a repeat of the past. But in 2025, 2026, and 2027 and continue on up to probably 2028. Hopefully not that time. Hopefully not that long. And then we having more protests and stuff coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, what we don't need to do, and please hear me out as a pothead, as a YouTuber, as a person, of color, as someone who cares about their free will, as somebody who been to jail before, as somebody who know what it feels like to be in depression or depressed, and everything else beyond the sun. What we don't need to do, don't have a long lasting king or a long lasting president in office. Do not attack ICE soldiers. Don't attack them. Don't. The police officers, ICE soldiers, National Guards, anything. I just got done seeing that, like 4 of them at like chilling at my neighborhood Walmart. I'm looking like, what the fuck? I'm not paying no attention. I'm just looking through my periphery. I'm like, why the fuck walk past? I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. They all looking at me. I'm looking at them. While I'm looking at this, but I'm not looking directly at them. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching something on my phone. Bop, bop, bop. I'm like, what the fuck? I know it's totally different. I'm like, why in the hell they are 4 motherfucking National Guard sitting right there at neighborhood Walmart? The fuck? That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. But anyway, side story apart, National Guards, ICE soldiers, anybody, anyone, everyone, do not attack them. Anybody with a badge, anyone with power, anything of a law enforcement status, do not attack them. Don't. Because if you do attack them, what Orange Duck Face up there gonna do, and what maybe JD maybe is Vaseline Vance would do, is order martial law and put us under lockdown, like curfew, straight lockdown, just like the Holocaust, just like just like in Germany, back in the World War. Oh, by the way, y'all didn't know, but do y'all some history, whatever. Back in the World War II days, right before it started ramping up, like right after the World War One, before Hitler was a public enemy #1, he came over to America, and him and Ford, the person who made Ford tough. Was it Ford tough, built tough, Ford built tough, something like that? The Ford cars and stuff like that. Yeah, partners, hand in hand, deal with it. They deal some stuff with each other. Didn't know that. But hey, we do got some sleeping Nazis in the country that's actually woken the fuck up, and now they find like, well, years later they almost forgot about it. Besides, one people keep on talking about the Holocaust, so that's that. But other than that, not a lot of people know or remember how it began, and also to look around. You know what I'm saying? We can do the same thing they did. So yeah, that's what they doing. A little different though, but still same thing. So yeah, that's a little part of history. Also within that history, Walt Disney, the same people who make Mickey Mouse, the Steamboat Willie, the Goofy movie, the Mickey Mouse games, the Donald Duck, the Looney Tune. No, it's WB. Uh, no, Looney Tunes. Yeah, that's WB. I'm sorry. All the, Mickey stuff, Winnie the Pooh, shit like that. Yeah, him and Adolf. Yeah, they were buddies also. Also, a little secret hidden history. Um, it's some banned Mickey Mouse cartoons. Some of y'all probably already know, but if y'all don't know, especially the young ones, there are some banned cartoons of Mickey Mouse where Mickey Mouse actually um, was doing it's um, damn, what's the name? Yeah, blackface. Yeah, we're doing blackface from a real person who was actually doing blackface as a racist thing back in the 1930s or 1940s, somewhere in that range. I think it's 1930s, 40s. So somewhere in that range. Anyway, long story short, when TVs and stuff came out, just like I said, a little brief history lesson. Blackface thing came out, racial shit out in Mississippi. Even though I'm so fucking close to Mississippi, that's really fucking retarded. That's beside the point. They did some shit. Uh, Walt Disney caught onto it. Mickey Mouse did some shit. Had like a couple of episodes of the blackface thing and mass produced that shit because he was going around in the country doing that shit. So yeah, so there you go, and that's how they got the white gloves also to remind of the times back then, but at the same time, you know, a little different, but that's beside the point. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. Anyway, hopefully, yes, that history lesson goes for you. Sorry for the little rambling and a little side note, but yeah, everything that's happening so far is leading toward Nazi Germany, and we don't need that happen again. So again, Americans, please, for the love of God, doesn't matter who you believe in, for the love of the one Almighty above everything, that the one who created everything, whoever you believe in, who you believe who created everything that we got going on now, do not attack the soldiers. Because after all this is over with, what's going to happen next after that? They're gonna wish they gonna wish they went back in time and changed that time frame. They're gonna forget about it, next 2-3 years. They're gonna forget about it. They're gonna try to run, but don't let them run. Don't let them hide. Remember their names, remember their faces. If you get the chance, pull their masks down so you get a good look for their face. That might be assault, but it's not really because you just trying to see their face on who trying to arrest you. Make sure everything is recorded, basically. Buckle up, sit back, and just pray. Ask whoever y'all believe in for protection, for guidance, for safety. If y'all are atheists, ask the universe for protection, safety, guidance, whatever, so we could all get past this, so we could all go back to normal in 2029. Because this is the worst timeline. I never thought this would actually happen. This is the worst timeline possible. America is literally turning into a Yahtzee. Have fun.